Officer Barry Jensen was, by all accounts, the picture of solid, reliable law enforcement. A man built like a sturdy oak with a square jaw and an unwavering sense of duty, he had patrolled the quiet streets of Redwood City for over a decade. It was a crisp, clear Saturday night, the kind of night where the air felt charged with unspoken possibility. And Barry was guiding his cruiser down a winding, less-traveled road near the city's edge. The peace was suddenly broken by a vehicle zipping past him, going at least 10 miles over the limit. It was a battered, brightly painted minivan, and as it roared by, a cacophony of cheerful, high-pitched voices spilled out the open windows. Barry sighed, flicked on his lights, and pulled the minivan over. As he approached the vehicle, he noticed the interior was packed. 4 young women, all with vibrant hair colors and an energy that seemed to hum like a tuning fork, stared back at him. They were laughing, unconcerned as if being pulled over was a minor, amusing inconvenience. "Evening, ladies," Barry said, his voice deep and professional. "I'm going to need to see your license and registration. Do you know why I pulled you over?" The driver, a young woman with electric blue hair and a wide, mischievous smile, shrugged. "Probably for being too fabulous, officer?" Barry fought a smile, maintaining his serious demeanor. "No, ma'am, you were going a little fast." As the driver fumbled for her paperwork, Barry's gaze drifted toward the back seat. Tucked between 2 of the passengers was a small, opaque black bag. It wasn't heavy, but its shape suggested a bottle or flask inside. Before Barry could ask, the passenger next to it hastily tried to cover it with a scarf. "What's in the bag, ladies?" Barry asked, his tone shifting. The girls exchanged quick glances. The driver sighed dramatically. "Okay, look, officer, it's nothing dangerous, promise. It's just something we made for the night. We're on a very important, secret mission." Barry knew enough about secret missions to be wary. He leaned closer. "I'm afraid I'll need to see what you have. For my safety, step out of the vehicle, please." With a collective groan of protest that was more theatrical than genuinely distressed, the girls stepped out. Barry retrieved the black bag. It felt cool to the touch. He opened the drawstring and pulled out a small, corked vial containing a liquid that defied easy description. It wasn't water, juice, or alcohol. It was a swirling, effervescent potion, glowing with an impossible soft amethyst hue. It smelled faintly of lilies and ozone. He secured the vial, telling the woman he would need to confirm its contents back at the station. As he was walking back toward his patrol car, their collective sigh of disappointment was almost palpable. "You really don't want to drink that, officer," the blue-haired girl called out, a hint of genuine warning now in her voice. "It's harmless, but, well, you wouldn't understand."
Barry ignored her. He was a man of the law, and unexplained substances had to be treated with protocol. Once he was back in the solitude of his cruiser, the curiosity became an itch he couldn't scratch. The shimmering liquid was so wrong for any ordinary investigation, yet the girl's reaction had been so peculiar. He uncorked the vial. Just a tiny, insignificant sip, he thought. No one would ever know. It was his duty to confirm his suspicions. He brought the vial to his lips and took a minuscule taste of the glowing fluid. The flavor was like 1,000 fireworks going off in the darkest corner of his mind, a rush of electric sugar and a deep humming warmth. Then the warmth began to spread, not just through his mouth, but deep into his core, heating his blood and loosening his muscles. A dizzying wave of euphoria hit him, followed by a sensation of profound liquid transformation. He gasped, dropping the vial, clutching his chest. His bones felt like they were shrinking. His uniform suddenly too big, then impossibly tight. A strange pressure built in his throat, and the deep baritone of his voice was replaced by a startled, high-pitched squeak. A wave of long chestnut hair cascaded over his shoulder, a shoulder that was now delicate and tapered. The reflection in the rearview mirror showed a face that was unmistakably his, yet utterly, beautifully different. The stern lines of Officer Barry Jensen were gone, replaced by the soft, lovely features of a woman, a strikingly attractive woman with wide emerald eyes and a charming, bewildered expression. The transformation was complete in less than a minute. The woman who now sat in the driver's seat of the police cruiser was an impeccably charming officer of the law. The newly transformed officer, still reeling from the impossible change, stumbled out of the cruiser. Her mind raced, a whirlwind of disbelief and a strange, burgeoning excitement. The world looked different, felt different. Her uniform, once a symbol of rigid authority, now draped elegantly, accentuating her new, graceful form.
"Hey, you!"
She heard herself exclaim, her voice a melodic, if still a little shaky, alto. She marched towards the minivan, a newfound spring in her step, despite the shock.
"What was in that? What did you do to me?"
The four women who had been huddled together near their vehicle looked up at her, their expressions a mix of surprise and something akin to quiet amusement. The blue-haired driver in particular burst into a fit of giggles. The others quickly followed, their laughter light and infectious, echoing in the night air.
"Oh my gosh," she managed between laughs, wiping a tear from her eye. "It worked! We told you not to drink it, officer." "Don't officer me,"
she snapped, then paused, hearing the unexpected lilt in her own voice. It was captivating, even to her.
I was a man. Just a minute ago, I was Officer Barry Jensen. What is going on?"
The laughter subsided, replaced by a collective, knowing smile among the girls. The one with fiery red hair stepped forward, her eyes twinkling. "Well, Officer Barry Jensen," she began, a playful emphasis on his former name, "you're not the only one who's had a little glow-up tonight." Another girl, with vibrant green streaks in her blonde hair, chimed in. "Yeah, darling. We weren't exactly born this way either. That drink you confiscated? It's our special blend. Helps us all express ourselves, let's say." The blue-haired driver nodded, her mischievous smile returning. "We were just like you, Barry. Or, well, like the old you. All of us. We used to be different before we found our magic potion." Barry, or rather the woman who was now Barry, stared at them, her mouth agape. The pieces clicked into place with a sudden startling clarity. The strange glowing liquid, the girls' peculiar reactions, their insistence that it was harmless. They weren't criminals, they were something else entirely. And she was now one of them. And for the first time in her life, she felt truly, undeniably charming. The idea of going back to being Barry Jensen, the stoic, square-jawed cop, now felt utterly unappealing. This new existence, this vibrant femininity felt like coming home to a place she never knew existed. A wider, more radiant smile blossomed on her face.
"Well,"
she mused, adjusting her now perfectly fitted uniform, a subtle sparkle in her eyes.
"I suppose I have a lot to learn."
The girls cheered, a joyful sound that filled the night. The road, the patrol car, the quiet city limits, everything seemed infused with a new, magical glow. Officer Barry Jensen was no more, but in her place stood a dazzling, charming new officer, ready to embrace a night and a life she never could have imagined.